And I'm sure he didn't. I'm sure he don't like to hear some because I'm sure that's what he's gonna get. Like he's gonna get Atlanta is, but I feel like that's a good um thought. I mean, a good thing to say about the show. It's not like Atlanta was trash. You know what I mean? Like if somebody
Right.
just like, oh, that's just dope. It reminded me of Atlanta. Now, if somebody be just like, oh, nigga, you jacked Atlanta and then just made it your own. Like I don't feel that way.
No, not at all. That's why I
Yeah.
said it wasn't complete. That wasn't the complete feeling. But then it's like if you listen to Vince Staples' music, like what was the last album he dropped? Um um
I just fucking saw that shit too. Ramona Park broke my heart.
that album is sad as fuck. If you
Mm-hmm.
actually listen to the music, the
Mm-hmm.
shit he's saying on there is sad as fuck. But niggas will be like, "Oh, that nigga was going hard." That
Yeah.
shit is sad as fuck to me. I'm like, this nigga's describing some sad ass shit in his life, and niggas be like, that shit hard. Like,
Yeah. Because niggas probably really ain't listening. It's just like it feels good. You know what I mean? Like
right.
the beats and all of that. But
But it's like
I
this.
thought it was a
So
good album.
right. So that, and then comparing it to this, it's the same thing. It's like he like, this is the shit I have to deal with. So with us, is like shit is funny, but he like, nigga, this is what I have to deal with on the daily.
You are now tuned into Black on Black Prime.
Right. Disclaimer: no matter if we liked your movie, liked your show, or hated the show, or hated your movie, doesn't matter. We respect you, shout outs to you, and we support you, and we try to get everybody else to support you like we support you. Black on Black Prime, we stand on what we say though.
And just like always, if you didn't ask for our opinion, we didn't ask you to listen to it. So, sorry.
Click and turn it off.
Hey, what up, cousin? What you doing?
Aw, shit. What you want?
Damn, why you asking me that?
Sean, if you call me asking me what I'm doing, it's because you got something you want me to do.
Man, you tripping. Check it out, though.
Damn it. See?
Hey, chill out. Why you acting like that? You don't even know what I want.
It don't matter what you want. You always asking for stuff.
Hey, nigga, didn't you just ask me to handle that little thing with the dude and thing, and didn't I do that shit without asking twice? Didn't you say you owed me and it didn't matter what I asked, you would do it?
Why you bringing up old shit?
Tanya.
All right, nigga, damn. What is it?
Hey.
Yo,
We back.
with another one of those smooth, cold jams.
This one coming from Vince Staples, the Vince Staples Show.
Never.
And I just want to say off top, the show is incredible. Incredible.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was hilarious. I think it was well put together. I was afraid it was going to be too much like Atlanta, but the funny thing is, I barely got the Atlanta feel. Even like the first episode of Atlanta, he was in jail. The first episode of Vince Staples, he was in jail.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like the feel wasn't exactly the same.
You know what? When I had talked to you, and I was just like those first episodes. I'd only watched 2 episodes when I talked to you first time.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, it feels like Atlanta, but in LA.
Yeah.
And as I watched the next couple of episodes or whatever, and I was just like, okay. I mean, maybe it reminds me of Atlanta because it's just, it's the same kind of tone. Like it's not like, like the comedy is. Would you say it's dry, like dry humor, or would you say it's like more because it's not like sitcom comedy. It's not like out there. Like the jokes are not like just.
You know, it's crazy. I can only say it's Atlanta comedy. Like that's it. Like I can't, because when Atlanta came, it was a different type of comedy. Because we wouldn't say it's dry humor either. It's more like
Because like when Vince Staples is like reacting to what's going on, like people that he sees are doing, like it's almost like the world around him, like that dude that was singing the song in jail. He's just like,
yeah,
looking at that and they're like staring at him or whatever. Like that's funny to me. You know what I mean?
That's funny to me, but then it's like the 1-2 punch because the song he was singing was funny as fuck.
Yeah, Vince Staples said he wrote that.
Vince Staples wrote it?
Yeah. He said it on the Breakfast Club. He wrote that shit. I was like, that shit was hilarious. I was like, somebody need to record that. Somebody need to record that and put it on a hook.
That shit is hilarious. It's I don't know. So I think so. After watching all the episodes, it seems like Vince Staples took his regular life and just exaggerated the fuck out of it.
So that's crazy that you said that, because I was like looking at it, I was just like it was almost like, you know, in some TV shows and movies, like they'll exaggerate it to make it a better film or whatever, like, you know what I mean? But this one was just like, I don't feel like he exaggerated it to me. I mean, some of the things like the you know, the what's it called, chasing them throughout the amusement park or whatever that he went to, but like his reaction to stuff was just like very, like, you could tell that this really happened. You know what I mean?
This is what I'm saying. So when I say exaggerated, because it's like it didn't happen to that extent, but it happened. Right. Like he probably went to jail. It's probably a nigga like, yeah, can I rap for you? Yeah. And like still gonna rap because he's trying to get seen. But this nigga sang "I Believe I Can Fly" and put gangbang lyrics. So it's like that's the exaggerated part of it. But not saying that this didn't happen.
Right. Because it's like in the jail part or whatever, I could see everything that happened like really happening. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like it didn't seem like they tried to do nothing. Because like, I guess if it was written probably by let me just say if I would have wrote it, right? Like the characters would have, like, I guess it would have been a lot more of that. I would have probably tried to make the big dude funnier. Like he wasn't funny, he was just real. It's like, nah, nigga, when I get out of here, we're gonna line it up. That's it.
But the thing is, I think if we would have made this, I think that's how we would have did it, because that's hood funny to us. Just for the fact that he was still like, nigga, when we get out of here, he like, yeah, I know your mama. It's like it didn't matter. He like, nigga, you one of them niggas. It's like to us, it's not funny in real life, but to us, that shit is funny.
Right. But I feel like they didn't want to make it funny. It was just like, nah, this is what happened. He's that nigga. He don't want to fuck with Vince, and that's it. Like Vince gets out of, like, because the way Vince got out of jail, it was just like, oh, damn, he didn't even interact with this nigga. Like, I probably would have taken it further to where, you know what I mean? Like, he would have had to interact with him in some way. Like, they would have, you know, took him in or whatever, and he would have had to, like, you know, find out how to not line it up with this nigga while he's out, while they're together or whatever.
It's funny you was saying that, because I'm thinking he's going to pop up somewhere in here. I'm like, at some point, he's going to pop up in these streets.
That's what I'm saying. It's like in real life, it's just like, okay, like shit, he got out, you never seen that nigga again. Now it's like, and the nigga that was singing, never seen the character again. You know what I mean? Like all of the characters in here, well, in the first episodes, like didn't carry over until like the next episodes where you can see it, because it's only 5. It's only a limited series, so there's so much. That
I hope they extend the shit too.
Yeah, so much that you're gonna see with these characters, and I think that was a critique that I had. It's just like, damn. Like a lot of these characters got potential, and we're not going to be able to like see them interact with him anymore because it's a limited. Now, I don't know if I feel like he did this on YouTube, and that was like kind of the sell, right? Like, hey, I'm selling this to you, and then once we get it on Netflix, then we can expand and do all of these episodes. But it's almost like they just took his series and put it on Netflix. So it's like, are they gonna redo the series, and it's gonna be like a season 2? Because it's like when they have limited series like that, there usually don't be no season 2.
Right. It's like limited for a reason, kind of like this is my complete thought. But I don't. So as far as them introducing characters and not seeing them again, it didn't bother me, only because it seemed like it was done on purpose. Like you see how the episode when it ended, he's just at home and he on the couch. Like, what happened? Like to him, it's just like it's everyday life. So it's like we don't even need to see. For us, we like, okay, what's happening with that nigga? For him, it's just like it's just a regular day.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like Like I said, when he got into it with Big Dude, I'm thinking we're gonna see him again. I'm thinking we're gonna see the rapping nigga from jail again. I'm thinking we're gonna see everybody again.
Yeah. It's like every story was totally different. It introduced more people, like the family reunion introduced more people. The what's it called? The amusement park episode when they went to that like crazy spot and dude was chasing them. Then he was like trying to find chicken and he went to this weird place to get chicken. It was just like that. That reminded me of Atlanta. That was like some weird Atlanta vibe. Like,
okay, so I don't. So does that place really exist for y'all? That's a real place out there.
I have no idea, bro.
That's y'all shit. I thought it. So for
shit.
me, it was like for me is in the Bay Area. That's like Great America, and it's like that's the shit you go. Everything's overpriced. That nigga paid $90 for chicken.
Mm-hmm.
It's like everything is like true to life. But that's what I'm saying, exaggerated, because it's like the food beyond when you go in there, the shit is hella overpriced, but it should be gone too. So the nigga like go to line, dude, like he like, you want dark meat or light meat? That nigga was like, light. We don't got no light, nigga.
It's like, you want dark meat? We ain't got no dark. Then he handed dude some chicken. He was just like, well, you just handed him some chicken? He's like, nigga, that's my nigga. You ain't my nigga, nigga. That shit was funny.
So just getting on key points, nigga, I think the first line that hit me, that made me laugh hard, me and my wife, is when he's talking to old dude in jail. That nigga said, yeah, my grandpa said you can't do the time, don't do the crime. He was like, why he ain't ever just say don't do the crime?
It's just like little small shit, right? It's just like, man, that's a good thought.
That's a good ass point.
Oh man, then that nigga, he handed him $100. Well, he handed him some money for the hot sauce or whatever. He didn't give him no. He was like, no change. Man. They were just like, nigga, give me all of it, nigga. And it was like,
hey, that whole segment, so him going off, that nigga said, well, give me all of it then, nigga. And dude just dumped the hot sauce. Then when he got to his girl, nigga, he threw the chicken on the table and she was like, where you at? He said, bitch, you left me for dead.
That shit was funny as fuck. At first, I'm thinking that was the same girl that he was talking to in the beginning that was doing the fake real estate.
That's not. Oh, okay. No, that was her partner, because it was that was the dude. That was the girl when dude was like, call her for me.
Okay,
called her on three-way.
That's a real thing.
No, nigga, I've been through that. I was laughing when he was doing that. I'd been
so funny. Nigga, like, call this person for me. Like,
my cousin be like, call this girl for me, and it be on. I'm like, nigga, I don't want to hear this. Like, I don't want to hear y'all talk.
Nigga, sit the phone down and then pick it up when I'm finished. Like, what?
Man, that shit crazy. So what was so Atlanta-ish, I got when they did the OJ Simpson thing, because I didn't really understand why they did that. Of course, the finding the chicken in the abandoned part of the theme park is kind of Atlanta-ish. So it was like it's real Atlanta-ish. And then I was looking at credits. I don't think they had nothing to do with this. I thought they did.
Cool. Like
Danny Glover and his brother.
Oh no, they didn't. Yeah.
Right. I thought they did, but they didn't have nothing to do with it.
Yeah. And I'm sure he didn't. I'm sure he don't like to hear some, because I'm sure that's what he's gonna get. Like he's gonna get Atlanta-ish. But I feel like that's a good thought. I mean, a good thing to say about the show. It's not like Atlanta was trash. You know what I mean? Like if somebody just like, oh, that shit's dope, it reminded me of Atlanta. Now, if somebody would just like, oh, nigga, you jacked Atlanta and then just made it your own, like I don't feel that way.
No, not at all. That's why I said it wasn't complete. That wasn't the complete feeling. But then it's like if you listen to Vince Staples' music, like what was the last album he dropped?
I just fucking saw that shit too. Ramona Park Broke My Heart.
That album is sad as fuck. If you actually listen to the music, the shit he's saying on there is sad as fuck. But niggas would be like, oh, that nigga was going hard. Yeah. That shit is sad as fuck to me. I'm like, this nigga's describing some sad ass shit in his life. And niggas be like, that shit hard. Like,
the niggas probably really ain't listening. It's just like it feels good. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
The beats and all of that. But I thought it was a good album.
Right. So that, and then comparing it to this, it's the same thing. It's like he like, this is the shit I have to deal with. So with us, it's like shit is funny, but he like, nigga, this is what I have to deal with on the daily. He got niggas getting at him like, nigga, the fuck is you? And then you got niggas that's like, oh yeah, I fuck with your music.
Yeah.
That nigga told the cop like, I'm a threat to myself. He was like, I'm a threat to others. The nigga cop said, what he quoted his lyrics. What the nigga say?
I ain't ever ran from nothing but the police.
Yeah. You know how mad I'll be.
It's like, man, it's it's it almost reminds me of like his take on like music and just life in general or whatever. It's like it's real random. You know what I mean? It's like it's almost just like I'm not trying to reach out to everybody to understand me. You know what I mean? It's just like this is my humor, this is what I want to put out. And that's what he do. Like I remember when he put out that Big Fish Theory album, and it was like kind of ahead of his time. You know what I mean? Kind of like that dance house type of music. You know what I mean?
That everybody's started doing like right after.
Right. That's the same thing that like Drake did or whatever with that honestly never mind shit or whatever, right? So it's almost like I feel like he's just doing him. It's like I don't care to make this longer. I don't care to make you understand. You know what I mean? Like this is my thoughts and I put it out.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And it's dope as fuck. I like I always tell you, I like when niggas don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do what I want to do anyway.
Yeah, because I definitely have my critiques are only because I wanted to see a certain thing from him because I'm like a fan of like his music and his interviews. So it was like when I thought about it and I was just like, man, I'm thinking I don't think he's going to be Vince Staples already. I'm thinking he's going to be like him before Vince Staples. And it's like, he's in the hood and everything that he sees, because it's like, he's not like, he is like the regular LA nigga, right? Like he sounds like LA nigga, but like certain things that LA niggas do, he's just like, nigga, that's goofy. Like that's stupid. So I was like, I thought it would be more like that. Like he would see somebody that was banging or one of his friends was like, oh yeah, nigga, we gonna ride on these niggas. Well, like, nigga, why? Like, what we doing? Like, why are we doing that, man? It don't even make sense. Niggas go get some money or something. Just like, nigga, this is on blah, 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 blah. It's like, nigga, you sound dumb. Like, that's how you talk. So I'm thinking that's how it's going to be for the most part. But it's like he was already, you know, famous or whatnot. And I guess that's just his life right now. Like, people asking him for money.
Yeah,
you know,
misconceptions.
People seeing him in the street was just like, nigga, you been Staples? Just like, nigga, yeah. He was just like, hey, there's a T-Log or whatever. Like, man, fuck T-Log. It's just like, you know.
But in jail, that nigga was like, T-Log, yeah, that's the homie. That nigga said T-Log snitched on me, nigga.
Yeah. So,
but it was dope that you see that. Like everybody thought he had money, and then like his girl got at him like, nigga, you can't afford Disneyland, nigga. What you talking about?
Yeah.
He went to the bank. They like, you got collateral. This nigga tells him about the contracts he got coming for upcoming albums. Nigga, they like, get out of here.
Yeah. So it's just like, it's almost like I'm giving you a look into my life, especially like that last episode. It's just like you've been Staples, and it's just like somebody mad at you from some shit that you did whenever, like a long time ago or whatever, chasing you throughout the, you know what I mean? It's just like, nigga, what the like, leave me alone. I still like the way it ended was still kind of like, okay, I know that there's some deeper meaning to this. I know he was trying to sell the cereal early on. And then at the end, it's just like the kid sees the cereal on a commercial, and he was just like, "Pops, bang!" or something. I was like, "Damn, that's fucked up." Like I shot your pops. So it's like I could see if they did a second, I think it would kind of like tie some stuff up. That's just my thoughts. I don't know for sure, but I was like, if they made a second season, I feel like it would tie some of that shit up a little bit. But it's very like random, like. I hate to keep on saying Atlanta, but it's very random like Atlanta was.
It's so for me, I don't think okay, so I hate it. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of have a hate-love relationship with how Atlanta ended, the complete series.
Yeah, that's why.
Dude, I was like, you can't just do that. With here, I accepted how it ended with him going, because it's like the first episode, he went through all of that shit. He went home, we sat on the couch, she you went through some shit, you like nah, he's like, it's a regular day. So the way he went through all of the bullshit on the last episode, and then he ends it the same way, kind of like, nigga, tomorrow is gonna be the same shit. So it's like nothing really happened.
I believe this is real life. Like some crazy shit happening, and he just go home and be just like, man, shit. It's like this is another day in Long Beach or whatever.
Yeah, I ain't never been to Long Beach, but man, I got it fucked up out there. Judgments, nigga. You like my judgment? What was your favorite episode out of all of these?
Probably the family reunion episode and the prison episode. The prison episode was like, it was, of course, like it's obvious as the dude was, you know, singing and shit like that. And then just him being in that, like he was talking to the old man, just like you said. Him trying to be cool with the big dudes, like, nigga, you remember the pink house, nigga? Like, baked cookies, nigga, oatmeal. Like, nigga, I don't like oatmeal. Everybody like oatmeal. Like little shit like that. And then the family reunion when The mom's walking around trying to ride on niggas that made mac and cheese. And the old man at the end, he was like, "Why are we black?" It was just hella random. And what was that well, old boy from All American? It was just like, "Nigga, don't got me, get
me."
His homeboy was like, "Nigga, why don't you put some blowers in the hood?" Nigga, like, what the fuck are you talking about?
He was like, "Nigga, he know what I'm talking about."
So those are my favorite. My favorite. I would probably watch those episodes more than the other ones. Like, I would replay them.
Yeah, my favorites is the bank robbery. The bank robbery.
That
Nigga, him and dude from White Man Can't Jump. They back and forth was fucking comedy, but it was like they having regular conversation, but they just talking nigga stupid shit.
Yeah,
that was my favorite. And then the theme park. The theme park episode, I loved it, nigga. Like because that's how irritated on life.
You do go to theme park. You be
in theme parks. That's me. That is me. I be that irritated. I don't want to pay for this expensive ass food.
We want some chickens. Like, y'all want this nasty? Yeah, we can go after the amusement park, get something else. Like, what y'all do? We want chicken. Like,
dude, that's I felt him in all of it. I like it. Getting that nigga said, Uncle Vince, the nigga said, I ain't your uncle, nigga.
Like, nigga, your son. He was like, hold on, your son is a bitch. Like, he was that nigga hella foul.
And that nigga said, she said, did you feed him? I fed him.
Yeah, I don't know them. Like, I don't know them other niggas. It was just like, man, it was like they called us for stealing. It's like, y'all niggas probably do be stealing.
He said, you be stealing. You do be stealing. Now, his dude, just the way they wrapped up that episode, when that nigga walked up and threw that chicken on the table, it was like he done been through hell.
Yeah.
She was like, where you been at? That nigga said, bitch, you left me for dead. He said, I've been running through this whole motherfucking amusement park looking for chicken.
Yeah. Those were some good. The bank robbery episode was good. And or I think the last episode was just kind of like whatever. Like it was cool, but shit, all of it, like 1 through 4 was cool.
Right,
was cool. So I was like,
five was cool too. But I feel you with that's the only situation I felt like give me a little bit more. Like this nigga's trying to kill him.
Yeah,
like right. give me a little bit more.
Now, you know, it would have been funny if it would have been that big dude that was in jail that was trying to chase that nigga the whole episode. It would kind of been like, all right, full circle moment for him. But the fact that it's this nigga we never saw, like I've seen the nigga in other movies, but I've never seen this nigga before. It's like, sure, me chasing you throughout the Lamo swap meet. It was like, all right. But,
and he was shooting at it with big shit, though. It wasn't no...
yeah, for real.
That shit was crazy. Did you... I felt weirded, but not weirded. It seemed weird. Like in the beginning of the episode, he went to the classroom. These kids look like they're like teenagers, right?
Mm-hmm.
They go to the bathroom selling weed, but then the kid that says, "You know, my dad," he's damn near in like a booster seat.
Right.
I was like, that don't make. I'm lost on that part.
I don't know. I have no idea. Just like I said, random. I went into this thinking another thing, and I was just like, at first, I felt like I was gonna be like, nah. It's cool, you know what I mean? But then it was parts, you know what I mean? Where I was just like, okay, as I got into like the different episodes, I was just like, I fuck with this. I want more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I definitely left wanting more. I kind of wish that they would kind of expand the characters a little bit. I mean, like give me some type of background on some of these characters. I feel like some of them got potential.
Right.
I mean, but if they don't, I'm like, It almost makes me feel something like it was cool the way it was. I fucked with the show, but at the same time, like come back with something that gives me some more like context.
Like I said, I don't in normal settings I would feel like that, but I just feel like it's just day to day he deal with different bullshit, and I feel like they executed that perfectly. Like I said, even with the last dude, that was the only story where it was kind of like, I kind of want to know why this nigga's trying to kill him. But then at the same time, when they ended, it's like, it is what it is. Like, you don't know who, he don't even remember why this nigga wanted to kill him, probably. Like, he don't know why this nigga hate him. He talking about some shit when he was little. That nigga was like, his name was White Boy. He kind of like, what?
Yeah.
It's like at the end of the day, it don't matter. This nigga's trying to kill you. That's the only thing that matters.
I'd be mad because it's like when shit like that happen, I always be like, all right, do I gotta watch this again? Is this one of them deeper meaning ass series where it's like I gotta pay attention to everything that I see? You know what I mean? Like little small shit that I gotta like check out. Like, okay, why did they show this part? Why did they show that part? Or was it just what it was?
It's like with that last part, I think of the Tupac lyric when that nigga said some punk that I roughed up way back coming back after all these years, right? Tat, 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 tat. That's the way it is. It's like he don't even know why this nigga don't like him. But he probably did something to him back in the day. So it's like in the grand scheme, it don't matter. But for us, we kind of like, we want to know why this nigga's mad at him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So where he's that mad to where he'll shoot him, nigga. You in a family van with your son and you still trying to kill him.
Yeah. I guess if you don't care for explanations,
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I feel like most people are going to be just like, they're going to look at it for what it is, like a piece of art. Like it was shot well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like the characters was funny. Boom. That's all I need. But it's like, I guess a nigga like me is more of like, I want more story. You know what I mean? Like I want to know, I want to see this nigga again. Like I want to see the mom again. Like I want to know, you know what I mean? They kind of showed at the end how the mom's like evolution a little bit, like when he was younger to like later on when the dad went to jail or when he left or whatever the case was. So they kind of gave her a little bit, but you know, everybody else was just like, all right. And his girlfriend, I feel like she went from 0 to 100 because at first she was like this nice girl. And then at the end, she was just, oh, what the fuck you been at? You know what I mean? It's like one of them. Oh, but
no, she was a nice girl in front of people. Like,
right.
I mean, I think she's an everyday girl. She was only mean when she needed to be mean, I guess.
Yeah, but you know, all in all, I fucked with it. Like, I feel like I can watch it again. I'm probably going to watch it again, but I'm gonna need more of that. You know what I mean?
I definitely want more, but I definitely understood why they didn't give us more for the situations. I understand just by the way they ended it with him just being on the couch. This nigga's beat up and bloody on the couch watching TV, kind of like it's a regular day.
Yeah,
I hated how this nigga kept saying he was low key hungry. That was pissing me off.
Yeah, just knowing who Vince Staples is, it made a lot of sense. If you go into this not knowing who he is, I don't know how you gonna come out with it. Like you might come out like, fuck did I just watch? But if you know him, you watch his interviews, I mean, it makes sense that he would put something together like this.
Right. And at the same time, if you don't know who he is, you would still get the same. I think you get the same feel because in the show, the people would be like, "Fuck is that?" They like, dude was like, "Yeah, we got Vince Staples in the class." He was like, "Who was that?" Like,
Vince Staples. She was like, "I'm gonna get my nigga to fuck you up." He was like, "Who's your nigga?" Vince Staples. Who the fuck is Vince Staples? She was like, "I don't know." I think that's how he feels. That's how he feels about himself. Like you could tell that. Right. You could tell that Vince Staples don't feel that he's big enough. You know what I mean?
Right. And he don't want to be.
Like niggas don't fuck with me like that. Like he said it. I remember his Breakfast Club interview. He was just like, he kept on saying, he was like, yeah, you know what I mean? I ain't really known like that. So blah, 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 blah. And they kept saying, why you keep on saying that? Just like, right. I'm not.
And I don't think you want to remember in the beginning when he was like, I don't fuck with the music. Dude was like, why? And nigga said, you seen what happened to Michael Jackson? It's like, I don't think he want to dive too deep into the music. He don't want to be known like that.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I get it. You know what I mean? If you got everything, right? Because it's like a lot of people look at everything that's on TV like, oh, then they got the Rolls Royce with the big chains and the big ass houses and shit. Like, I'd be thinking to myself, I was like, I don't know if I would want none of that shit either. It's like, I just want to be cool. I want to be good. You know,
I want to be comfortable.
Yeah, like I want to be able to be like, I can still go to the store, or right. You know what I mean? I got a nice house and my family's straight. Like I don't need.
That's it.
I don't need 70 rooms for what?
That's it. That's it. I don't want none of the attention. We talked about this before. I don't want none of the attention. Yeah. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I don't want all of that. You know, a nice Mercedes. You know what I mean? Be cool. You know what I mean? Nothing too crazy.
Mercedes, give me Cadillac.
Nothing. I mean, that's still it's gonna be new. You know what I mean? Something nice. Yeah. But all that extra shit, nigga, Rolls Royce with peak interior and shit like that. Like, nigga, come on, bro. Fuck you doing, man? You wonder why niggas robbed you.
Yeah.
You standing out.
I don't need none of that attention, my nigga. I want to be in the house cooking gumbo. A nice ass house. I'll build a bowling alley in my basement or some shit. I don't need to be out and about.
That makes sense. Versus, you know, all of the extras and it's like, yeah, I got a 50 what's it called? 50 room house, 17 bathrooms. Oh, that shit probably dusty to the motherfucker up there. There's anybody in that bitch.
For what?
Yeah.
Wait, you want to rate this?
I mean, it ain't a movie. We don't really rate series.
We don't.
Yeah, I thought it was. I mean, just off the top, I thought it was a really good show. I think it was some things that I would want different, but it's not my show, so
Mm.
fuck
I
me.
think it was a really good show. I don't have the need to want something different. But if you wanted to come back and do another season, explain the characters, I'm with that too. But I'm not at the same time like you have to do that.
Yeah, 5 episodes was fucked up, but I just feel like
That kind of pissed me off. I wanted more episodes for sure.
yeah, if there would have been like 8 maybe, and you know what I mean, like, but 5 is just like a slap in. I would have been like, yo, what the fuck are y'all talking about 5? But I mean, I guess he was explaining it like they're only giving out 5 to 6 episodes at this point. It's like, all right, I get. If it was me with those 5 or 6 episodes, I'd be like, yo, we're gonna put out some shit, nigga. We about to go in on these 5 episodes just so we can come back with it. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't want it to be just enough that people were just like, oh, that wasn't enough. We ain't coming back.
But no, I think he did enough for that. I think he did enough to give
in our eyes as fans, for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But did he do enough for like numbers and other people that don't know him? You know what I mean? Like, they never seen who Vince Staples is. They just now seeing who Vince Staples is today.
But you don't think it was interesting enough for people that don't know him to be like, yeah, I want more?
I can't really. It's hard to say that, but it's because I know him. You know what I mean? It's like I know how he. Well, I can't say that either. It's like I know how he thinks. Like, I really don't. But it's like off what he comes off as, I can kind of like, all right, like I can see that being what he would put out, right? And you got other people that's like, who's Vince Staples or whatever. Like, they can probably find it, humorous, but they might not be like, oh, I need another 5 episodes.
I think it would be dope if this does lead to us getting seasons length of episodes. If they take this and be like, okay, now we're gonna do some character development. We got his girlfriend, we got the nigga that robbed the bank. You can tell he's gonna be a big time actor. When I seen him in here, I was like, they're getting off more jokes in here than they got off in White Man Can't Jump with Dude.
Yeah.
This one felt. If White Man Can't Jump, it felt kind of out of place sometimes with him and Vince. It was like they was funny, but it was kind of out of place sometimes. And here it made sense.
Yeah, it just wasn't
like,
a good movie.
Huh?
It just wasn't a good movie though.
White Man Can't Jump.
Yeah, it just wasn't that good. So that's why I was like, I feel like you get to shine in something that's better. You know what I mean? Like this, like I don't even remember bro and White Man Can't Jump like that because it's like I wasn't fucking with the movie like that. You know what I mean? Like, it was cool for what it was, but it's like it's a remake, so it's like, of course, with remakes you're always gonna want more. Like, if you're making a remake, make it better. Like, or you know what I mean? Or if it's reimagined, still make it better. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, make it your own, but make it better. So I was like, I don't really remember bro in that movie, but in this, it's just like, I want to see him.
Yeah.
And like, I need to bring his character back. And I feel like the dialogue between him and Vince will be good in another episode. It's like, nigga, did you guys get away? You know what I mean? It was just like, oh yeah, nigga, we got, you know what I mean? We in Tulum.
We climbed through that hole like the mother niggas did.
And then we went to Tulum, nigga, we was chilling, like, you know what I mean?
When they opened that safe, nigga, and it was a hole at the top, nigga, that shit was comedy. That nigga said that was a heist, nigga.
It was just like, nigga, what did he say? Did he say George Clooney?
Yeah.
It was like, nigga, he was like, you Queen Latifah, nigga.
That nigga said, fuck Queen Latifah.
It's like certain shit that you just like know, especially like the references, right? Like, if you don't know that shit, it's just like, what are they talking about?
I thought he was gonna call him Mac 10.
Why they?
I mean, Dub C.
That would have been funny. But yeah, like that was my only critique that I told you was my only critique. Like, I fucked with the show other than that. And I could just replay value on it. So
for sure, I don't have no major critiques. Like, I don't know how he could have improved it. For me, it was gold. For me, it was genius.
Yeah, it's not improved. It's more of like what I would have wanted. And then, I'm just one person.
Right. You don't mean shit.
Nope.
That's our opinion on it, y'all. Y'all tell us if y'all liked it. We seen it was hella votes. The niggas said they was gonna watch it.
Niggas in there talking shit. A comment I saw today was just like, y'all better rewatch that shit. I'm like,
hey, I saw that shit. Like, hey, nigga, don't tell us what to do, nigga. We gonna watch it one time and be done with it. Just as you said that, nigga. You don't ever.
Y'all niggas better give it 2 thumbs up. Like,
or
make your own podcast.
Or what, nigga? Give it 2 thumbs up, or nigga,
or what, nigga?
Or nigga. Give me option B. Ever tell me what the fuck I gotta do, nigga?
Hey, that shit, it's funny because I think it's trending right now because that shit got like 223 votes, nigga. That shit kind of.
That's what I'm saying. Hey,
I'm like, damn.
hey,
Like,
shout out to the niggas that voted that they was gonna watch it just because we were gonna
and 2%, nigga, yeah.
That's us, nigga. We fuck with y'all.
It's just like everybody else, like, nigga, I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm gonna watch it regardless, nigga.
Hey, it was you niggas.
Yeah.
Hey, nigga, hey, but nigga, don't ever tell us what to do. Don't ever tell us what we better. Fuck what you talking about.
Nigga, run it up.
Shout out to you though for your comment, but don't ever, nigga. Give me the or. Give me the or else, nigga.
Always appreciate the engagement, no matter what. I'm gonna like the comment, nigga.
Hell yeah, we gonna like and reply like good looking out, but give me the or else though, nigga. Don't ever tell me what I gotta do. Fuck.
Oh shit, nigga, y'all capping.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't watch that shit.
Hey, shout out to everybody though, man. We just talking shit. Dude, give me the or else, nigga. Don't ever threaten. Anyways, like, y'all. Share, subscribe, talk to us. We talk back, wherever review there. Let us know how y'all feel. Comment below. We out.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube and Spotify and follow us on IG and TikTok.